You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my
And just like that, here we are. So in the last video, we talked about an introduction to cascading style sheets. We got an which is CSS, right? And we got an introduction to some of these font size and color and background color and things of that nature, height, width, and we talked about the style attribute. And so we used the style attribute inside of these, and one of the problems that we crossed is that we need to kind of keep this. Imagine if you're getting hundreds of lines into code and you have multiple pages even of code where you have to kind of maintain that. You can see very quickly how tedious that would get. And so what we want to do is truncate this, and how we can do it is up in this head tag. We want to give data to the document, and that's where we do it. And so the data that we want to give it is the styling that we expect, and how we can do that is with a style element tag. And so we have the style element tag, and within that we can start to target various things, different pieces of the document. And what we want to do inside of there is the same thing that we're doing inside of this style attribute, which is color, padding, text align, all that kind of stuff. And so what we can do is right now, each one of those style tags is targeting the H1, and this style tag, is targeting that paragraph. And so what we want to do is we want to kind of do the same idea here. We want to target the H1, but this one we don't need to target all three of, we do target all three of them by just targeting this H1. And so then we have these curly braces opening and closing. Between those, we're going to hit enter and kind of put one. This is some automatic formatting that my program does for me, but this is generally what you want. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the basic structure here, color, blue, padding, 20 pixels, text align, center, and we're just going to take that, and I'm just going to hit Command X to cut it out and Command V to paste it in. And at the beginning of each one of these blue marked words, that is my my key and my value. The key is color, padding, and text align. It looks clean. It looks better than it does down here. And now I can get rid of this style tag. And what I can do is I can actually get rid of both of these. Oops, let's go this way. And we'll get rid of them both. And now we just have a couple of H1s. And we're going to hit save, and we're going to pop back out here, and nothing has changed. And now if I create a new H1 and I don't put in the style tag and I say whatever I want in this one, right? Boom. Now it's got the same exact style as my other H1s do. And now if I have, let's say an H2 and say something else, okay? And then we pop back over. Now I have something else that's not styled, although you can't see it right here. It's not styled as the H1 is, because the H1 is only being targeted right here, whereas the H2 is not being targeted. And so we could get rid of that H2, leave the whatever I want, because why not? Now to target the paragraph, you would do the exact same thing, and you would use the exact same tag name that you would to target that particular element. So we just say paragraph, and then we create the curly braces, and as you can probably imagine, we're just going to take the font size. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and type it in since it's right there, and I believe we said 3M for now or something like that. Well, that works. And we're going to change the paragraph size, but we're going to go ahead and delete the style until we should see a minor change in the size. Boom. Much bigger, I guess. And so now we've moved all of this out, and all of the paragraphs are targeted that way. And so for every paragraph now that I want to duplicate, I'm going to have exactly that same style. And so I can even go in here and say, okay, I want all of those text align right. And now when I go in there, they're over there to the right. or maybe I want center, and what else can we do? Let's say color, let's go blue violet. And there we go. And why not? Background color, just for fun. You know, you should play around like this every now and then on your own screen, and kind of figure out how you like to do certain things. You know, for example, width would be a good one on that one, and limit the width to maybe I don't remember that one as well as I think I do. Okay, so let's just say that. Okay, so now we've got them all of our paragraphs in little boxes off to the left, and we can position the box. Actually, the text inside of the box is again centered, and again we can position that element off to the right here, which we will get into a little bit more. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys that you can take it out of the main inline, is what this is called, and up here when we're putting it in here, it's called internal. So we use the style attribute inline in the opening tag of the particular element that we want to affect. That's called inline. And then internal is using this style tag, this style element. And inside of the style element, we target the particular element that we're looking to target, and then we tell it what kind of CSS that we want to target for that particular element, and then we get our results such as you see here. So that's it for this video. Thanks for stopping in, and in the next one we'll look at how to take this out of the document, because this document can get a little bit big. If you can see, you know, if I had a couple of H2 through H6s, and I had more paragraphs, and I had certain different things, and then I wanted the H2 to be styled differently and the H6 to be styled differently, things of that nature, you can see that, you know, for each thing it could quickly build in and become this big page, a single document that goes for, you know, even thousands of lines in some cases. And so what we want to do in this next episode is we're going to learn how to break that out into its own page and still affect the document in the same way. All right, I'll catch you then. See ya.